Good day, Albion Online. So, we've decided to change the format a little bit. Instead of scrolling through a bunch of videos and talking about them for way too long, what we're going to be doing is I have picked 4 from the last 24 hours. They kind of do a little bit of a spectrum, but they're also kind of like major points. Like, for example, we're going to have a look at the meeting the new creative directors. And of course, ganking content always comes quite high up because I'm a spy. And yeah, basically just picked 4 videos and we'll try to keep this under 30 minutes. So, without further ado, let us start with the first video. Now, this first video was brought to us by a YouTube creator called Decode, whether that is his name or that's the name of the guild. And they are calling themselves the Top 1 NA Zerg. That is insane. That is crazy. Okay. Okay, let's spend some time watching this. Top 1 Kool-Aid Eye Furies. I love that. So yeah, so when you start announcing this stuff, you know you better back it up with a pretty strong video. Let's begin. Okay. There's our Judas. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yep. Clean. Just take the opportunity to think about what it would be to be a shot caller of this. Like the amount of visual information you're constantly absorbing to try and make the correct call. And by the way, if you lose too many fights, no one will choose a shot caller. They just won't turn up when you call. So yeah. I'm seeing a lot of bomb nukes. I get it. But you do see a lot of that. I'm not like if you're calling yourself the top 1 NA Zerg, it would be really cool to like showcase your shot calling. Like one of the things I would maybe because I am a shot caller, it would be really cool to watch how you actually take the hit as opposed to like dishing out the damage, because that's the big difference between a good Zerg and a great Zerg. Are they able to just get smacked around and keep going and keep dropping the damage and keep being relentless? So that's my little bit of advice to Decode. No, there's nothing wrong with your video. It's just that I just think it was a good video, not a great video. Cool. I like. You could go harder. Like, you could go so much harder, dude. You know it. I'm not saying anything you don't know. Right. next video, we shall be meeting the new creative directors. It's 7 minutes long, so we might actually let them go. I have watched a little bit of this before.
Hello and welcome to another Albion Online Dev Talk. In today's video, I want to catch you up on some changes that have been happening around here and how they affect the future of Albion Online and these videos. After 11 years as game director, I've recently...
Holy shit, 11 years. Just give me a second to recover. I've been here since the beginning. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stepped down from this responsibility, and I'm passing it into new hands. This transition has been in the works for quite a while. We wanted to make sure it was handled with care, and most importantly, with continuity in mind. Rather than bringing someone in from the outside, we've looked inward and promoted from within. The people stepping into the creative leadership of Albion Online are long-standing members of our senior design team. People who've been in the trenches of Albion's development for many years, and who many of you know very well. They know this game inside and out, and they've helped me shape its direction. Among them are newly promoted game director Moritz Bockelmann and co-creative director Michael Spahn. I'll let the two of them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Moritz. I'm a game designer by trade, but more than anything,
more than anything, we need to find some kind of physical feature about him because Henky's was the fringe. So he's got a good beard he's working with, reasonable. Do we call him Santa Claus? He's not there yet. Give his beard a couple more months, he might get there.
Always found my strength in enabling others by planning, coordinating, and helping creative teams do their best work. For the past 6.5 years, I've worked on Albion Online in a variety of roles. I started by leading the user interface team, making sure players could interact smoothly with the new features. During that time, I also spearheaded several quality of life initiatives, like character customization in Vanity, loadouts, and a whole host of core system enhancements. Most recently, as head of production, I've been overseeing the planning and coordination of Albion Online's overall development efforts. Now, I'm incredibly excited to step into a new chapter, leading our talented team of game designers.
I don't know, it feels like he... Please trust me, guys. We got rid of the fringe. I'll be great, don't worry about it. It was very cool, but it just feels like I'm getting, seeing if he's going to be good for the job, like he's doing an interview. Oh, we know this guy. He's been around. He's the Ponytown. Michael.
Albion for 10 years now. I started back in 2015 by designing all player items and abilities for our beta version, and I have been the vision keeper of Albion's combat systems since then. Albion's combat is designed in a way where outplaying your opponent and individual skill expression matter more than just pure numbers. Even today, I keep this fundamental
think of what he just said, and then think of the video we just watched.
Principle as a key part of Albion's combat vision. Over my long journey at this company, I have taken on more and more responsibilities over the years. I was in charge of a range of different features and different updates, and recently I was very glad to get a personal passion project into the game with the Albion Journal. I'm looking forward to helping shape...
Firstly, shout out to the journal, because the journal was really good for new players.
Albion's future with even more exciting updates to come. I feel very honored to work in this new role and take over even more responsibilities. I also want to thank you, the player base, for supporting us for all these years, especially some of you.
Cool. I'm sorry. I think I might have ADHD. That's awesome, Michael. Michael the Ponytail journal maker? I don't know. We'll work on it. Okay, finish this up, Henky. What is Henky's going to be doing? That's the real question.
As you can see, creative control of Albion is going over into hands that have cared for the game for many years already. And while I'm sure they'll bring their own ideas to the table, there won't be any radical changes in the game's direction. So why then am I stepping down?
Okay. Radical changes in the game's direction. Let me have a think. I want everyone to go back to a time 3 weeks before the launch of the Asia server beta. Was that planned? Like, because I know people in the game, none of us saw the server release in Asia coming. Like, the game is radically changing, and I'm not sure that their grand plan, because the Albion of today is not the Albion of then, and it's not the Albion of release. They've done a number of things over the entirety of Albion's 11-year existence that have fundamentally changed the game in different directions. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that it just feels like sometimes when they release a patch, it's like they've opened a Pandora's box that even they didn't realize, and a bunch of shit's happened. So, as much as he says there is a plan, just be aware that every patch you're dealing with a very new game. The realities of that game have changed. So, yeah. I'm not to have a go at him, but I'm hoping he's doing well. Just that our plan is to launch shit and deal with the consequences for the next 3 months.
Well, the truth is, as often, complicated. I
Uh-huh.
love this game. Albion Online is quite possibly the pinnacle of my professional career, and the game I feel most passionate about.
I love that he said possibly. You know, but hey, if Eve's watching, hey, wow, hit me up, Blizzard. You know, Albion's my pinnacle. Like, I'm looking for something new. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Funny times.
Ever having worked on. Working with the team and the players has been a highlight of almost every day of my life for those past 11 years. But that's also the point. Albion has continuously been my number one priority for over a decade, and a lot has changed since then. I've grown older, started a family, and frankly speaking, have been close to and occasionally even over the edge of burning out from so many years at the helm. I've always tried
Understandable.
to be there for the game 110% because that's what it deserves. But one can't keep this intensity going forever. At least I can't. Since starting a family, I've also relied on my partner for childcare, asking her to take a break from pursuing her career whilst I'd been focused on the game. I really want to return what she's made possible for me, and that means stepping back and taking a lot more responsibility at home. Something I'm really looking forward to.
And hey, you only have your kids once, so the opportunity to go back and have those memories cannot be passed over. At the end of the day, Albion's only a game. It may have been his career for many years, and we wish him, Mr. Henky's, all the best. Yeah, and at the very least, giving your wife a chance to follow her dreams now is freaking awesome. So that is, so what are my thoughts? Should I have thoughts, or is that going to take too long? Other than the previous thought of like everything is just a patch away, God, 11 years. Fucking I was in my early 20s. Albion, whether people cannot stop bitching and moaning about it, people keep coming back. And it's a solid game. It's if you throw everything else out the door, all the weapons, other shit, you just sit down and you go, okay, is Albion replayable? Well, it's nearly infinitely replayable. Will you have fun doing it? Probably not. But then there's always the chance that a patch is going to come and is going to fix some of the issues that you had. It is always a good time to start with Albion Online for one simple reason. Is for the very reason that I brought up, is that Even though they might have a plan, no one knows what the next patch is going to do, and I like that. I like that you're throwing a fox in the henhouse, and you you don't know what's going to happen. Do I believe that they should be spending more time and effort on the sandbox element of the game, giving crafters, gatherers, like a complete overhaul of everything not PvP is long, long overdue. It will be interesting to see how they go. It seems like the new director, just in the few things he brought up, seems to be along the same mindset. And at the end of the day, you are slaves to whoever's paying the bills of your video game. And so, as the player community has shifted and changed, you need to be prepared and ready for the game to shape itself in a way that supports and cares for them. Do I believe that PvP will ever be dropped to the back? No. But you all know why? The same reason I will watch a ZVZ or a PvP video for 10 to 15 minutes, as opposed to barely being able to watch 30 seconds of gathering or or crafting or how to make money videos. All of the other stuff is very hard to watch. And maybe that is a direction. It's like, why are these videos hard to watch? It's because grind, as I've always said, too much, too many times, grind, in my opinion, is just lazy writing. You can do other things with it. You can create spontaneity and opportunity, which will give you the opportunity, which will give you the chance to, have a unique experience in Albion Online. But anyway, wishing SBI the best. It has not been an easy route. I know that much, for sure. Like, comment. Oh, I've already commented on this. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it in the beginning. Oh, I liked my own comment. Exceptional. Love my own shit. I support and back myself. But yeah, it was very, very, very cool. Very interesting. 10 years. Wow. Rightio. Our next video is brought to us by Eugen Gen AO. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy around trying to kill me. You killed Ogvi. He's a YouTuber. Oh, is he? So are you playing? Well, to answer that question, Malden Muhaz. He plays NA. I knew I'd seen Eugene somewhere. I genuinely see like a war heating up in the red zones between ganking and anti-ganking YouTubers. Like, I think that'd be crazy. Like, the intensity of the conflict could be really quite cool for I know this is going to be a pretty solid video because I've seen Eugene play.
What is he doing?
Dying.
What is he doing?
He's dying.
Lol. That...
Oh. So this is not the Augie I thought it was. Maybe this is the EU, because I actually don't recognize this account. Let me have a think. It could be, yeah, it could be EU. I'm not sure. It's hard to pick.
Did I really miss this shit, bro? I'm actually trolling hard. I'm actually trolling hard that I missed this shit, bro.
Yeah, definitely. That is 100% what you do when you have the rest of the boys to rock up. You get the fuck out if you can. Um, yeah, no, I don't have too much of a problem with his ganking. Like, firstly, he seems to be doing a lot of solo ganking, and of all of the play styles, like, that I will ignore, solo, duo, like, small group ganks are ganks that I tend to ignore for the most part. However, unfortunately, every time I've said that, I've ended up with a bunch of freaking teams that come sit in my zone, thinking that, and then they try and jump my people, and then that completely voids the contract. You start talking shit. Understand that we're board content and we're after content as well. So if you keep poking at it, however, I'm pretty sure he's NA. I think he's NA, but the names are all slightly different. So maybe, just maybe, he's EU. But this, yeah, continues on. Let's pick another random point. Oh, killed one. About to kill three. 1v3. 1v3. Bow, bow. Oh, two.
Yeah. Chill out, boys. Chill out. Yo guys, so let's talk about my spells. Let's start with the beer pong. You have different options for the passive, but you always want to pick third Q, second W. The passive, it depends. So I did go more for a ganking.
No, I don't care. Okay. Good video. I think he gets a comment. Solid open world ganking. What did I spell right? Ganking content. 10 points. Yep, as I've stated previously, I will look the other way as the Red Zone Police on those who engage in 1 to 2 man gank teams, because the risk versus reward has returned, whereas the person you're killing has a chance to actually get away. However, I reserve the right to be bored and sometimes just attack you out of boredom. Yeah, cool. Eugene AO, Eugene Jen. If you like his content, by all means, go check him out. I'm not biased. I'm not going to try and conceal conceal gankers just because they're gankers. Let's have a look at the comments. Yeah, that's the thing that's confusing me. I know an Oggy in NA, but and here's the thing, even the Oggy in NA has like massive negative rep, so it could be him. But yeah. Cool. And that's him. So our final video is Life in the Roads content, Blood, Bags and Bodies. So the thing that caught me was the title, because he has a very good title. I like his intro. Seems to be doing pretty well. Let's look at the content first. Still best content and guild. Screaming Nanoosh was wild. What? Bro, very good video. Nice fights. Okay, well, it's going to be crazy. They're all really happy about it. Let's check this out. Hopefully they're not a renter crowd. Okay.
Okay, guys.
Oh, mutiny. I definitely see this guild around.
White cover and cursed.
Okay.
I gave a jury here. It's our jury.
Guys, be ready. Look how I'm doing. Be ready to jump everything on Abdel. In 3, in 2, in 1. No. The guy that's marked.
Kidnap the Daybreaker. Go.
They're hurting.
Daybreaker dead. I killed him.
Come. I see all of them. Healer. Somebody die. I'll switch one of them.
I'll get them to you.
Nice. Keep the pressure.
Stunt, three stunt. Nice.
Nice guys, well played.
Okay, Farhat on the back. Be careful.
They won't be able to take straight away.
Following healer.
There, bingo, head.
GG.
Oh.
So a lot of this seems like they're pre-arranged fights, which there's nothing wrong with that. Just be aware that it's very rare that this is how actual open world PvP kind of happens. Normally you're getting jumped and stabbed in the dark.
Take more. Archie,
Music some point.
I cannot.
And the reason why I said the music some point is that it's not like Funk has a habit of getting in front of the actual content because it's, you know, going hard. This is like playing in the background. It's quite mellow, but it still has a little bit of a kick to it.
Look at the guy.
That song comes up later.
Come, kill him. Yeah, he does.
They're so bad.
Yeah, please speak Chinese. World boss. Archie, carrying cover at the back.
Be careful, guys. Focus. Healers between.
Carrying cover is really guys. I feel the carrying cover.
The only other thing I'd say is that there seems to be a bunch of chiefs in this group, which just watching them, their group, just that last fight and this one, it seems to be having the same kind of issue where everyone's peeling off and doing their own thing. Almost as if they don't have a shot caller, which could be very much its own thing. It's definitely come across as a bit more of a pub brawl. And the reason why I say that that's a problem is that because it does make the fight last longer, so maybe they're doing it for content. But two, you kind of want to put your damage down on one, maybe knock out the healer first, so that you break the group successfully. But maybe this is kind of like part of the scripting, so it looks like better than it actually is. Because it's kind of strange that he only ever really calls out the healer at the end, which is kind of strange. Maybe they've got rules before they engage. Like, you definitely really want to take out the healer first. Like, that's pretty cool. So, pretty cool. It's pretty key. What I have done in small-scale fights is I bounce between the healer and one of their squishy class cannons, because what I try to look for is someone who's been talking a lot of shit before the fight's even started, because I know they're going to just blow up the voice call. And so what I'm looking for is to really put a great deal of pressure on the healer. Now, the difference between a good healer and a great healer is a good healer can definitely take care of his team really well, but the moment there's a DPS screaming at them for heals is the moment they start rearranging their priorities, and that's when weaknesses start to come in. There's a kind of a rhythm or a melody to healing that as long as you stay in your rhythm, it's very hard for you to lose. So what I'm after is that DPS to start breaking up and disrupting his melody so that I can start to seize opportunities and advantages to actually kill the healer. Because without the healer, it's really just a matter of time, 90% of the time, that the rest of the group's going to stick around. Could be able to fight back or even get back. Like if I had lost my healer, it would have been an all-in on their healer. The only way we can get this fight back is if both sides don't have healers anymore. Yeah, but other than that, interesting way. Maybe they've got some rules before they engage. Maybe that's what's kind of thrown off my brain here as I'm watching.
Me and Mike are pulling the healer. I don't want more to get up.
We'll give this a couple more minutes.
Mike, careful,
Okay.
please. My man,
I've never
Ooh.
died,
Oh no, who Jada?
GA, the down GA.
can you please be careful, man? Like everyone
Guys,
not
relax.
because
Okay,
everyone
shoot
is
it,
walking
shoot it,
just into
stop.
damage.
Okay. I'm Martin, the big boss.
Guys, come on. They're gonna get out otherwise.
Healer and root bow.
Very cool. Yeah, it seems like it's a pre-arranged scrim. I don't know if that's the word they use. I just hear them say the word scrim quite routinely for that kind of stuff. But yeah, just other than my advice, it's pretty cool. The reason why I picked this one is because I wanted to watch some small scale fights, and the roads tends to be really good for that. Sometimes you'll even see the groups leave through Wire Forest and they go straight to the portal and they just leave. It also kind of sets a kind of predetermined amount, like 6 to 7 per side, because that's the amount of charges in the portal. But yeah, very cool. Let that video live rent-free in your head. And with that, this episode of the Albion One Take is over. We had a catchphrase. I don't know. I can't do it not organically. So yeah, I'm sorry, Ranger. I can't do it. I thought I'd add it at the end, but I can't do it. But anyway, like, say hi. And I'll see you in the next one.